All right, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Trucking California with Velox 18. We're going to San Diego. We're going to San Diego. We got a good load. We got it off the DAT load board. So let's go get in the truck and get rolling. Let's go. All right. So before we go to San Diego, we got to stop and pick up our load because we're not going to go to San Diego empty, silly. What we are going to do is pick up something frozen. My paperwork doesn't actually say what it is. Picking up something that I need to pre-cool the trailer to -1 degrees. Yep, not 0. -1. So we're pre-cooling the trailer right now while we're on our way down, and we will stop and get some fuel up here, and then we will grab the 41 in Fresno and head down to Lemoore, home of Lemoore Air Force Base. We'll get loaded. We have a 9:30 appointment. We should be there around 8:40, maybe 8:45, maybe 9 o'clock, because we're going to stop and get some fuel, and I'm not going to be in a hurry. So be about half hour early for our appointment. And yeah, what we do tonight will just depend on how quickly they load us. If they load us quick and I still have some energy to go trucking, then I'll go trucking and, you know, get a little further south before we call it a night. Or if they take a while to get me loaded and I'm kind of feeling like, you know what, I might just sleep right here, then I might just find a place in Lemoore to sleep and just yeah, tuck it in for the night. So it just all depends on them. But our appointment isn't until tomorrow night at 7. So you know, we have a 22-hour window to deliver this load. So the reefer will be running continuous that whole time. So it is kind of a little bit of a cost prohibitive load as far as reefer fuel goes. But you know, it's not going to kill us. And we're getting a decent rate, so we'll talk more about that when we get further down the road. All right, so let's get to the shipper, and then I'll talk to you guys there. All right, so we made it over here to Lemoore. So I'm not sure exactly what we're getting. I should have asked someone when I was checking in, but I was just trying to figure out where I was going and trying to figure out which pickup number. For whatever reason, you never get like the pickup number. The one that says pickup number is never the one that you give them. You have to give them some other random number that's like down in the comments somewhere. It's like pickup number, and they're like, oh yeah, 26333 whatever, and then the guy's like, do you have another number starts with a 45? You're like, hold on, let me scroll down. Oh yeah, there is a 45 number down here, and it's like some random, you know, it just has some weird, I don't know. Why wouldn't that be where the pickup number? Like it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so we got to get loaded here, and it's already 9:45. I think I've been here about 20 minutes because I got here 5 minutes early. I mean, I checked into the shipping office 5 minutes early. I was scaled in and all this other stuff up there at the front. So yeah, I was here 20 minutes early, but it took me a while to get back here. Anyway, so yeah, we'll see how long it takes them to actually get me in a door, and then once I get in the door, we'll see how long it takes them to load me, and then once they load me, I'll decide how far I'm going to make it tonight. So maybe just Kettleman City. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. We'll make that decision when the time comes. But for now, I'm going to get back in the truck and wait it out. And yeah, I don't know. That's that. Check in with you guys when we get loaded. All right. We got out of there. Went ahead and trucked it all the way. So we got there at 9:30. Well, we got there a little before our appointment at 9:30, but our appointment was at 9:30, and we got out of there at 11:30. So a couple hours. I was right on the border of saying I'm tired and I'm just going to pull over and then we'll get an early start tomorrow. Instead, I decided, you know what? Screw this. Let's truck a little bit tonight. So trucked it a couple hours south down here to Bakersfield. Well, just south of Bakersfield, just at the foot of the Grapevine. And so this is where we're going to call it quits for the night. We'll take a full 10 off, and we'll have be able to start tomorrow morning at 11:30. So it's 1:30 in the morning now, and we'll be able to start at 11:30, and we should be able to get through LA without too much hassle. We may hit some traffic, you know, going down through Oceanside and Carlsbad, and I haven't been down that way in a long time, so I don't know what the traffic patterns are. I just know getting into San Diego, you know, can be a little bit, there can be some congestion down there too. It's definitely not like some small city down there. It's there's a lot of people living down there in those beach cities and down in San Diego. So anyway, let's go to bed. I'm tired. I ramble when I'm tired, so I gotta cut this off. See you in the morning. All right, hey, good morning, everybody. We are here at the bottom of the Grapevine. You can see behind me, that's the hill you got to climb. That's what we're going to be climbing up here pretty soon. But basically, this morning I've just been looking for a load for tomorrow, and the brokers aren't really budging on their prices. They're trying to get stuff moved for about $3 a mile. For about 500 miles, that's $1,500. So they're between $1,500 and $2,000 for the most part, most of these people. So I'm not really eager to jump on any of that. We are a day ahead, you know, looking for tomorrow. In California, it seems to be most of the freight gets booked up a day ahead of time. I mean, it's like booked. But that just means you got to hold out and wait for the stragglers, that the emergency loads, you know, the people who are waiting to move them. And then you can get a little closer to your rate. So I had a guy tell me this morning, he goes, man, look at the market, look at the market. And I was just like, I don't know what that, like, I don't have a way to look at the market, do I? I mean, I'm just a one truck carrier. I mean, I can see what you guys are offering, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna take it. Like, what? It's not like I'm the great freight sage logic over here, you know, using freight waves and sonar and all this crap, trying to read the tea leaves on what the market's doing. I'm just a one truck guy out here sleeping in my truck, you know, smelling nasty, getting fat. And anyway, so I just kind of, it's like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, that's what I'm looking for. And he was so put out that I would ask for, you know, over $5 a mile. Just, oh my God, yeah. We're not even close. Like half that. And I'm like, all right, cool, man. Let me know if you have trouble moving it. He hung up on me. So anyway, we'll see what we end up with, and probably end up waiting until tonight to book something this afternoon, or possibly even just tomorrow. The one intriguing thing I did see was a load from San Diego to Petaluma, which is a decent amount of miles. I mean, it's like almost 600 miles, like 570 or something like that. And but it was one pallet for like 1,900. She was willing to go up to 1,900. So I just kind of told her, well, you know, if I could find another parcel load to put on there, blah 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 blah. And she just said, well, you know, we'll see. I'm not trying to overpay, and my customer doesn't really want to overpay, but if I have to get a dedicated truck, I will. And so I just said, well, you know, it's still early in the game for me, so I'm not really looking to hamstring myself. If I can find something that I can combine with yours, then I can get under what you're asking, and you know, combine it with something else. But I haven't been able to find that yet. So I was gonna call on one load that only was 20,000 pounds and ask him about that, but he didn't even answer. So anyway, market's the market. It does what it does. These brokers act like, you know, we're mental out here, and you know, you get 4 guys who slam the door in your face and say you're way off, and then you get another guy who's like, okay, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that 3,000 works. 3,000 works. Let's do it. And so, you know, you deal with the rejection, and you deal with the people acting like you're some kind of an idiot because you're trying to feed your family, and you move on and you find the load of the guy that actually wants to use your services, and then you give him the best service of his life, and you try and make sure that he knows that you're the best trucker out here. Anyway, all right, so we got to get up over this hill, get down along the coastline, get down to San Diego to the border, and deliver this cheese. I think it's cheese. I think we got cheese. So anyway, let's roll. All right, we are leaving the TA, the bottom of the Grapevine, Lebec or Arvin, depending on which map you're looking at. It's kind of this no man's land between all the towns. But yeah, we're gonna go head up over the hill. So we got to go across the scale right now, and then we've got to climb up the hill, and then drop down into LA and get through LA. And it is 11:45, so we will go and get through all that, and I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. We got to make our delivery in 7 hours and 15 minutes. So we've got 7 hours and 15 minutes to go 220 miles. Let's see what happens. All right, we are Santa Clarita, getting down to where the 5 splits off with the 210, and man, it's kind of gloomy, overcast, a little drizzly. I'm digging this. You know, it's summertime in the valley when you get excited to see overcast skies and fog and wind, anything to drop the temperature down. It hasn't really been that hot lately. I mean, we had a few days in the hundreds, but it's been mostly, you know, 80s and 90s. But I'm still excited to see it. I'm like, all right, yes, we are out of the valley, the Central Valley, the death pit of heat of California. So yeah, we're gonna get down here. We'll keep going. Looking forward to seeing the ocean. But if the weather's like this by the ocean, it's not gonna be as, you know, as beautiful, as picturesque. But I will enjoy it thoroughly. You guys may not enjoy it visually, but I'm gonna enjoy it because it's gonna be nice and cool. So I will catch up with you guys when we get a little further south. Okay, we gotta go through the tunnel. You guys get to go through it. Woo! Hot. All right, now we'll talk to you guys later. All right, so we cruising through San Juan Capistrano and Dana Point. We're about to come up to the Pacific Ocean, and it's a cool 71 degrees. I'm excited about that. 71 stinking degrees, and we've got about an hour and a half to get down to the border, give or take, and it's only 2:40. So at this point, we're looking at just after 4 o'clock to get there for our 7 p.m. appointment. But I kind of knew that also. Kind of knew I'd be way ahead of schedule, and that was the plan. So that was what we were shooting for. So there's the ocean. There it is. All right. Big blue. Big blue. All right. I'll catch up with you guys when we get down to San Diego. just around the corner, and we are coming up to this, the border is right here. It is right here. We are literally at the border, folks. So this is interesting. This is fun. I was hoping there'd be a little bit of parking out here. Looks like there is. Looks like we can park on the street. At least these trucks are. Check it out over here and see if we can get checked in early. Cool. Innovative cold storage. There it is. Alright. Yeah, so for whatever reason, they can't ever get the correct confirmation number on the paperwork. Like, ever. So I'm waiting for them to call me back. Alright, so we got here 2 hours early, but I just decided, hey, let's see if they'll let me check in. So they let me check in, and we checked in. They said they'll call us when we get a door. So we just gotta go park out on the street back where we were when we decided to come check it out. So all good, and start looking for a load for tomorrow, see if anything got left. We'll pick up the scraps from other guys and see what they're willing to pay on. So all right, let's get going. Let's go park on the street and look for loads. All right, guys, they gave us a door 17. They said back into it, but don't open your doors yet. So we're gonna hang out and wait. But they gave us a door half hour before our appointment time, so we're looking good. We should be able to get in and out over here. And I'm probably just gonna sleep on the side of the road somewhere over here because I don't yet know where my, there's a truck coming, I gotta get out of his way. Don't yet know where my my reload's gonna come from, so I'm kind of, these guys motor in and out of here pretty quick. All right, so yeah, so I don't know where my reload is coming from. I got rejected a lot this morning because I was trying to book a day in advance and I was trying to get good rates and you know, they try to act like, oh, we're gonna cover this for 1,500, you know, 1,700, 1,900, and so when you're asking for 3,000, they get a little offended. But come tomorrow, the day that it needs to be picked up, they're gonna be a little bit more willing to negotiate. So we're gonna try and get something over 2,500 going back towards the house, somewhere up to NorCal, and then we've got to put the truck in the shop to fix some of the crap that's broken on it already. So we are. Yeah, we got to do the numbers right now. So we'll do the numbers. I could just sit here and look at this truck all day long with the airbags dropped and with that reefer. I don't know, man. There's just something about it. It looks good. It looks good. But we'll go inside and do the numbers right now. All right, guys. I kid you not. This is the 7th or 8th time that I'm recording the numbers right now because I'm in a talkative mood and I'm in a goofy mood. And I keep making jokes that are dumb. I mean, they're mildly humorous, but they're not like gut laugh funny. And then I just keep talking and talking and talking. So I'm just gonna try and get straight to the numbers. So we left the yard, went to Lemoore and picked up, came down here to San Diego, 450 miles, okay? Now, normally, a lot of times what we do is we go north to get a load, and then we get a load from like Stockton or the Bay Area, and then we gotta go south with it. So there's those deadhead miles there, but then there's those loaded miles extra too. So this one was pretty exceptional to only have 450 miles and to have it go all the way down to San Diego. So I mean, we're right next to the border, so that comes out to, for those of you who don't have a calculator handy, $4.44 per mile. So I'm excited about this. I'm loving this reefer. I love that It's just the rates are significantly higher than power only, but then also higher than dry van as well. So I'm stoked, guys. I'm stoked. This is what I was hoping for when I bought it, and this is the reason why I went out on my own authority, was to get loads like this. And so hopefully tomorrow we can find something that'll be just as good, if not better. So we're holding out for something good. Not going to take the cheap freight that these guys are trying to move, you know, trying to offer $1,800 for, you know, 500 and something miles. That's just not what the market's doing right now. And no matter what they say the market's doing, I'm telling you, there's 100 and something loads left on the board, because that's not what the market's doing. So anyway, love you guys. Peace out. Yeah, we'll catch up with you guys in a little while. Peace.